Well, we certainly appreciate All American Trains coming to visit us here at the National Train Show in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we're really excited to unveil our first diesel locomotive. And just like we did with the air slides and with the tank cars, we're offering them both in our operator brand and our rivet counter brand. So as we take a closer look, here's our first operator model. And of course, it's the SD40-2. And with this particular version, things like walkway tread, and if you look at on the Porsches, you'll actually see it's sectioned walkway tread. Very simplified detail, no grab irons on the ends, no pilot detail. The front does have a snow plow, and you'll see that it has sunshades. The whole idea here is to create a value-priced locomotive that can be upgraded, and we'll sell an upgrade kit separate that has things like MU hoses. It'll have a couple of cut bars, grab irons, lift rings, things of that nature. But the best part is price. And of course, there's the exchange rate, but here in the U.S., you're looking at $79.99 U.S., which is a great value price point for DCC-ready 21-pin decoder. And then for DCC and sound with the new ESU Lok Sound value price decoder, $119.99, believe it or not, U.S. So be a great value and a great way to get started for folks who don't want to spend a lot of money on a locomotive. And then we also have the rivet counter version, and this is the be-all end-all definitive SD40-2. Went to a lot of effort to make sure it's dimensionally accurate, like the truck centers, to make sure it has all of the details, that the door dimensions are correct, and things like, as we look at the underside, and this one doesn't have a motor in it yet, so the trucks will hang down a little, but you can see up underneath the trucks all of the frame rail detail, all the plumbing is there. And as you do a close-up on the trucks, the EMD logo is missing, and it'll definitely be there when we get to production. Believe it or not, this is actually a first test shot. You never make models off a first shot, so the design is really, really good. Things like on the model, for all the models, different inertial intakes, 3 different dynamics. I think there's 3 different sets of fans, a couple of different radiator intake grills. Once again, you've got the walkway tread plate. For this particular version, this is the Norfolk Southern Admiral cab. We worked very closely with Norfolk Southern and Curry Rail Service to get the drawings on the cab, and NS, of course, let us climb all over the model. Full cab interior. The other things that are common on the rivet counter, on the opposite side, you've got see-through steps. As we look also down this particular side of the locomotive, you will notice that there's an end-of-train device holder on the truck. You've got the brake stick holder. With the rebuild program, they moved the brake wheel from the nose back to an e-brake on the long hood. And, of course, with Norfolk Southern, one of the important things, flashing front ditch lights and flashing rear ditch lights. And everything that we're doing in the rivet counter line is road name, road number specific. For instance, we're doing Burlington Northern early, almost as delivered, in 4 different road numbers. All 4 are different. We've got chassis system with things like the Rock Pilot and the mail slot battery box doors. We're also doing a Southern High Hood that's got the special Southern fuel fillers on it, has the Southern High lights on it as well as the High Hood. And we're doing a UP Post 80 version. We're looking for delivery on these in about probably January of next year. And the other thing, too, on the rivet counter version is price point. $139.99 U.S. for DCC-ready 21-pin plug and $199 with DCC and sound U.S. So an outstanding price point and, of course, all of those special details in the model.